Hello again, welcome to another edition of the N.O.W show. As usual, I'm your hostess, Abosede Osho. On today's episode, we're going to be talking mentoring. And it gives me so much joy to welcome a sister of mine, my friend, Mrs. Funke Adeaga, who I call an authority on mentoring. Thank you so much, Funke, for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure. Thank you.
So mentoring, Funke.
Yes.
I know you do this and you've been doing this for as long as I know you. And so what really is mentoring? Because the whole idea of today's episode is for people to understand the subject mentoring. We keep hearing mentoring, and I'm sure some people have a wrong notion of mentoring. So that's what we brought you. So mentoring, what's mentoring?
Okay, yes, like you said, there are many definitions that people use for mentoring. Okay. But I would say mentoring that is done properly is a relationship of trust. Okay. Where two people come together and so the mentor helps to maximize the mentee's potential, because every single person has potential.
Has some potential.
Yes, it's just that you may not realize that you have that potential. Okay. So a mentor comes alongside you to help you to develop, to grow, and to maximize that potential.
So how does a mentor see this potential that's
from talking to the person? Okay. One of the beauties about having a mentor, especially someone who is more experienced, but that's another thing. Okay. Someone who is more experienced, not necessarily age-wise, but have the experience. Okay. Is that they're able to help you recognize the blind spots, the weaknesses, and they see things in you that you don't see yourself. Okay. So that's where mentor comes.
So how do you identify a mentor?
Well, I always say that if you know that you're lacking in a particular area. Okay. So let's say, let's just use career, for example. You want to go climb up the ladder at work. You know someone who's gone up, who's done much more than you. Okay. You admire them. But what I always say is, if you want to get a mentor, don't go to someone and immediately say, "Oh, would you be my mentor?" Okay. Befriend them, get friendly with them. And then after a few conversations with them, then you can now say, really, I've been admiring you for months or even years. And I know that I want to become, let's say, a partner in the law firm. Okay. And I would really love you to mentor me. How do I how do I achieve what you have achieved? And then, but don't go up and say, "Oh, Bosse, I want you to be my mentor." Okay. Because I don't know you from Adam. I've probably never had a conversation. Okay.
So you actually can't pick somebody who is a stranger. Well, or the stranger has to now you develop some kind of relationship before that person can become your mentor.
Okay, this is what
you're saying.
This is what we say. Because a lot of people will say, this person is my mentor, but this person has never. Okay. I've heard someone say to me, "Oprah Winfrey is my mentor."
And you've never met Oprah.
You've never met Oprah. She doesn't even know that you exist.
Maybe because of what she does or something.
Now, in such a case, she's probably a role model. Okay. She's someone who inspires you. Okay. But she's not your mentor. Okay. Because proper mentoring should be a relationship.
A relationship.
I know I'm your mentor. Okay. You know I'm your mentor or you're my mentee. So there should be a relationship.
So what distinguishes somebody who is your mentor is that you have a relationship with the person.
Absolutely.
See, it's good that you're making that clarification, because like you said, a lot of people see stars or somebody and they say, "That's my mentor." So that person is your role model. Yes. The person does something that you would like to walk into. So you take that person. So it does not mean that person is your mentor. Yes. Wow. Amazing.
And the other what I call empowering relationships that people also confuse with mentoring. Okay. So there's coaching, there's discipleship, there's therapy. Okay. All of this. Sometimes, even though in a mentoring relationship, sometimes you're almost like a coach. Okay. You're almost like a therapist. You're almost like a counselor. Yes. But it is different from mentoring. Okay. Because, for example, in coaching, you're helping someone to achieve a particular task. In counseling, a person has an issue that they're dealing with there and then. Okay. But the beauty about mentoring, especially mentoring that is holistic, is that it addresses every facet of your life.
So it's an all-encompassing relationship, like you would say. Yes. So it's not like you're picking one aspect of my life. So if I have that relationship with you where you're guiding me in life, generally.
In fact,
okay.
Let me let me stop you there. You said life. That's one thing. It's coming together to do life with someone.
I like that.
Coming together.
Please say that again, because I need them to.
Coming together
Yes.
to do life with someone.
Okay, coming together to do life with someone. So would you say a husband, for example, is a mentor?
Some people have, yes. Again, I've heard people say that their husband is their mentor, their wife is their mentor. To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
But I'll say that if you want someone who will help you grow better, it's better to get someone who's not your husband. Because you see, the husband will be a bit careful about what they tell you, because I don't want to offend you.
They better be careful so that they don't say the wrong things.
So if I say to you, I don't like the way you're doing this,
yes,
you might get offended. Even though they're your husband, you listen
maybe that
to them.
familiarity breeds contempt thing will come in.
Yes. But then if you get someone who's outside,
yes,
you know that it's not that your husband doesn't have your best interest at heart, but you know, there's that distinction. Okay, this person is actually telling me the truth. I know that whatever this person says is because they want me to grow and to develop and be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you have what I will call negative mentoring, or is there something like positive mentoring and negative mentoring?
Yes. When I train on mentoring, I always say that there's some characteristics that you should look out for.
Okay.
So if you're a Christian, for example, look for someone who's godly, who exhibits Christ-like qualities.
Okay.
If you're not a Christian, look for someone who is honest, someone who has integrity.
Okay.
Also, someone who you listen. That's why I said you don't just go up to someone, because you might see someone from afar, but you don't know anything about them. You don't know their characteristics. You know, watch people.
Okay.
How do they talk to other people? You know, that's so important. And then pick those qualities that you like in them.
Okay.
If you see something negative, be rest assured that most likely they'll pass that on if they're mentoring you.
Okay.
So that's why there's always negative. And then of course people have this bad idea about mentoring, where some people think, if I have a mentee, I just want someone who will follow me around. That's not mentoring.
That's using.
That's using.
You don't take advantage of people.
No.
Yes.
Or someone I can send on errands, go here, go there. No, that's not mentoring. Mentoring is someone where you're doing life together.
Yes.
They're watching your example. How do you handle? So if I have a mentee who, we do life together.
Yes.
So the mentee will be observing me. How do I handle situations where I'm upset?
Yes.
When people do things that I don't like, how do I handle it? Do I speak harshly to people?
Okay.
That's why I said it's so important before you even walk up to someone to say, I want you to be my mentor. Watch them for a few months, preferably, before you.
To be sure that you want their qualities.
Yes.
Because from what we've been saying, what keeps coming to me is influence. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be influence.
Absolutely.
This individual or this person or this group of persons, do you have group mentoring? Do you have?
Yes,
can you have group mentoring?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, or this group of persons, at the end of the day, what they're going to be doing is influencing me.
Yeah.
Influencing the way I do things.
Yes.
Influencing my thoughts, my actions, my words,
Definitely.
so that influence. So I need to look for the right people. Not fit a square peg, like they would say, in a round hole.
Yes.
Because when I spoke about negative mentoring, the other time, is like, things like, even, I would say one thing, you influence me.
Yes.
Pastor Funke, I'm saying you do influence me, yes.
Thank you.
Because, even from afar, I see you and I say, wow, she's a good dresser. So I want to, look the best, especially where I know that you're going to be. I'm going to say to myself that, if she's going to be in that function.
Appearances can be deceptive.
Okay. So I need you to help me there.
So we have to. Okay. Yes, someone might look good from the outside.
Okay.
But what's inside is more important.
What is inside is more important.
Yes.
I need you to stress on that.
What is inside is more important. So I might look good from outside.
Yes.
But you don't know me from Adam. You don't know what I'm like at home. So it's so important.
Okay.
That you get to know me.
Yes.
See what I'm like, how I treat other people.
Good.
How do I even treat? We go to a restaurant. How do I treat the waiter?
So I shouldn't take people on the face value.
No, done.
Okay.
And it's also good if you're looking for a mentor, get recommendations, speak to someone. So I can come up to you and say, oh, let's say we have a friend called Doyin. Or you have a friend called Doyin.
Yes.
And I'm friendly with you, but I want Doyin to be my mentor. You know, I might speak to you about Doyin, get you to introduce me to her. But at least I can, because she's your friend, I know that there's the likelihood that she's a good person.
Okay.
But I will also need to get friendly with Doyin.
Yes. To get to know her.
Get to know her.
You know, this mentoring thing, it's now, I'm getting to understand it. And, you know, I'm asking myself, how did you even come into this? How? What? What is the motivation for you, for example?
Like we all do, we all have people that we speak to, especially younger ladies that we speak to.
Yes.
And I never thought it was mentoring. But I remember this particular day, I was speaking to a young lady.
Okay.
And after we've had a conversation for about almost 1 hour, she said to me, how I wish my mother had told me all these things that you're telling me.
Wow, that's
deep. I know, it was like I had a light bulb moment.
Wow.
It's like, okay, so that means that there are probably other people like this who want someone, a big sister. In fact, I think I call it a big sister. Someone who will come alongside them to tell them things. So after that, we set up a mentoring scheme in my church, my local church.
Yes.
And even when I started, I must be honest, I didn't have as much passion for it as I have now.
Seriously?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, it was over the years
that
I developed a passion for it. I went to do a master's in mentoring, and that was it, really.
So it's like, what I hear you say is that sometimes you don't even know the potential you have.
You don't. You see, that's what I was talking about.
Until you make that first move.
Yes.
And you now see that I'm actually good in this. And maybe this is my calling.
Yeah.
Because at the time you were doing it with that young lady,
I didn't know that.
You didn't even know.
No. All I knew was that
you were going to be doing this.
I want to help her. And probably other people.
Yes.
I didn't even know it was, honestly, I don't think I knew it was called mentoring.
Okay.
But I knew that it was something I wanted to do to help her and probably other ladies. And that's how we started. And
I'm sure what gives you satisfaction is, at the end of the day, somebody is lifted.
Wow.
Somebody is changed.
Yes. I mean, it's been, for me, mentoring has been the most fulfilling thing I've done.
Okay.
Well, apart from the children.
I'm the mother.
Because you see someone who...
And you've done very well with your children, I must say.
I mean,
fantastic mother, fantastic wife you are.
It's been, like, let me give an example. So the mentoring scheme that we run in my local church, you see this ladies coming and you'll be amazed. Let me give you a particular example. There's this lady that joined our scheme. Very pretty young lady, very pretty. But one of the topics that we talk about is I'm valuable. I'm one of a kind. I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. And we're talking about the negative words that people have spoken to us. And she's
the damaging effect.
And the damaging effect. And she said that at home that she's called ugly.
Wow.
And we were like, what? She said, yes, she's called ugly because there are 6 of them. Stunning, apparently all stunning. But out of all of them, they say she's the ugliest.
Meanwhile, that's a beautiful lady.
But by the time...
By their own standards.
And well, thank God, by the time we finished that semester, completely changed, completely transformed. And I can tell you numerous stories of ladies who have been mentored and their lives have changed. Absolutely amazing.
What I hear you say is, be careful the standards people measure you by. You need not to look at those standards and accept them as your standards.
People are always quick to put labels on you. Now, but you have to be careful. Do you want to accept that label? The only label you should accept is, especially if you're a Christian, is the label that I'm a child of God. I'm valuable. I have worth. But people will tell you you're no good. And sadly, it could be from parents. It could be from colleagues. It could be from your siblings. But refuse to accept those labels. That's where a mentor comes in. A mentor comes in to say, you know what, Bosse, you're valuable.
You're valuable.
Bosse, you can do this.
If
I say that, a mentor speaks 3 languages, sentences. So it's, you can do it. You're not alone. I believe in you.
So 3 things. You can do it. You're not alone. I believe in you. Amazing. Okay.
So yeah, it's so important that you have someone who is speaking positively into your life.
Okay. So speaking positively into your life, that is what is key. So what would you call speaking positively to yourself? Can you mentor yourself? I think that's a good one. Can you mentor yourself?
Because we all have blind spots that we never see.
Okay.
No matter how fantastic I am, no matter how, I can't see my back.
Okay.
That's where, if a mentor comes alongside me to do life with me,
yes,
you can see the blind spots.
Okay.
You can see how I react to situations. You can see how I talk to people. Because sometimes we don't even know the way we talk, because we've all been conditioned, our backgrounds are different. So there's some things we've accepted.
Tell me about backgrounds.
But there's some things we have accepted as the norm, and of course I'm sure you hear people say, that's the way I am.
Yes.
But
yes.
that's not.
But that's not the way you
that's
are.
Not
really,
the way you are.
Really,
it's just the way you be.
Yes, I think people are quick to use that excuse to get out of situations where you know you're behaving badly or something. They don't want to check on themselves. So the easiest excuse to use is, that's the way I am. So thank God for people like you who can see and lead people along the right path and tell them, no, you're better than this. This is not the way you are. So I guess that's what mentoring
is all about.
That's what it encompasses. So at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is becoming a better person.
Yes, that's the goal. Helping someone to change, to be transformed, to become a better, who you were actually created to be.
Yes.
Because a lot of times we settle for less than we were created to be.
I need you to go again on that. There's some things that just resonates with me when you're saying that. So most times people settle for less.
Most times we settle for less than we were created to be. We're created to be the best that God created us to be.
Yes.
But we settle for less.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes it's the way we're brought up, the things that have been said.
Yes.
So many things that have been put on us. But in fact, I remember saying to someone today that there's a quote that says, you're not responsible for your background or the things that may have been done to you, but you're responsible for who you become. And once you can identify that, I want to change.
Yes. Getting
a mentor is a step. A step in the right direction. Find someone who can help me become a better version of who I am.
Okay. In a situation where somebody approaches someone that they've identified to be their mentor, and they're rejected, that can happen.
Yes, it's
possible.
And I'll tell you.
So what do you do?
Even for me, it's happened.
Okay.
Where someone's come up to me and said, I'd like you to be my mentor.
Okay.
So I said, usually, because I'm a Christian, the first thing I say is that I want to pray about it.
Okay.
Because again, you're not called to everybody.
You're not called to everybody.
You're not called to everybody. It's not everybody that you can help to change their lives. And also because people might not know what the actual problem is. It might not be a mentor problem.
Okay.
A mentor. It might be a counselor that you need. It might be a therapist that you need, or a coach.
Okay.
So usually we say, I'll pray about it. But I remember this someone coming up to me to say she wanted me to mentor her, and it's like, what area do you want to be mentored in?
Yes.
Because again,
I must identify the area that I need to be mentored in.
Because mentoring, like I said, is holistic.
Yes.
Now, why I said it's holistic is because someone can say, I want you to mentor me in the area of marriage.
Okay.
But when you start mentoring in marriage, you now find out that there are other areas that comes into it.
Okay.
So yes, some people will say, oh, I want you to mentor in the area of marriage. I want to mentor in the area of finance, or whatever it is.
Okay.
And then you find out that there's more to
this.
There's
more to it.
Yes. So anyway, this lady came and she said she wanted me to mentor her in the area of finance.
Okay.
And I said to her, I'm sorry, I can't help you. In fact, I got F9. So finance, all that day.
I need help myself in that area.
Exactly. So I said,
I know.
But I know someone who is absolutely fantastic in that area.
Yes.
I'll speak to her, and if she's willing to take you on. And that's what I did.
At least, you didn't leave that person empty.
No.
You actually guided them in the right direction because you admitted to yourself that this is not an area where I have strength in.
Yes.
A lot lot of people make mistakes and think that, especially people who are pastors, they think because they are pastors, they have expertise in every area.
No.
So it just shows that you need to identify the areas that you have expertise in,
strength, yes.
and that's where you can help people.
Yes.
And where you can't help, please direct them to
point them in the right direction. Yes. It's so important to know your strengths.
Yes.
That's for my mentees. That's one thing I also, when we meet, I ask, write down your strengths, write down your weaknesses. So we'll know, you begin to identify your area of strength and the areas where you're weak.
So at the end of the day, even as a mentor, you have your limitations.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what you said is so true. People think that they can be all to all people. You can't. The only person is Jesus. And you're not Jesus. So you know the area that you're good at, the area that you're not. Let someone else do it.
So can you have mentors? Can you have multiple mentors?
Yes. Yeah,
okay, so it's okay to have multiple mentors.
But a word of caution. Make sure that your mentors are communicating the same values. So I'll give you an example.
Yes. You
don't want a mentor who is saying, well, you can cut corners in this area, it doesn't matter. And you have another mentor telling you something. So it's so important that all your mentors, their values align with your values.
Yes.
So that you don't get conflicting voices speaking to you. And then you're like, oh, I'm not sure. Oh, mentor boss said this. Mentor Bumi said this. Mentor this said this. Who should I listen to? So again, going back to it, that's why it's also important for you to know what your values are. So you can say, one of my values is that I won't compromise on my faith. Okay. This mentor that you have is this a person of faith. I'm not saying that you can't have a mentor that is not a person of faith, especially let's say career-wise. Yes. But just make sure you don't have to be a Christian to have integrity. Yes. To be a honest. To have character. To have character. Yes. You know, but character. Just make sure that the values align with your values. That's so important. So values, at the end of the day, very, very important. Very important. So at what point do you move from being a mentee to somebody who has been mentored? Let me put it that way. Because does a mentee move from being a mentee to mentor to a mentor themselves, or mentee to mentor? At least let's even start with mentee to mentor. If mentoring is done properly, then your goal as a mentor is that you get to a stage where you say to your mentee, you've done very well. I know that you can mentor someone else. In fact, in life, I always say it's a process of multiplication, where at any point in time, your mentor and you're also a mentee. So I have mentors. And I have mentees. And you're helping your mentees to grow, to take on other mentees. That's the only way everybody can get. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle. So it goes on and on. So you're building a relationship. You're building a whole world of people, as it were. That's what you're doing. That's the goal. With mentoring. That's amazing. And then there's group mentoring again, which you can do. I mean, I do group mentoring where if you have a lot of mentees and you don't have enough time to see, because mentoring actually is a lot of commitment. It's a lot. I can see that. I always say that if you know that you cannot commit to mentoring, don't get involved, because there's a lot of commitment. And I'll say I'll let you know why. If you know you cannot commit, don't get involved. Don't get involved, especially when you're mentoring the young people. Because some of them have had a lot of disappointments. Yes. And then you now say, I want to mentor you. So they don't need another disappointment coming their way. Yes. Because you can also go up to someone and say, I would love to mentor you. That's another thing. So let's say you decide you mentor you can go up to somebody and tell them. Yes, but again, it's the same thing where you get to know them first before you mentor them. So when you identify somebody with a need, you can actually step in. You can step in, So that makes you a mentor. Yes. Okay. All right. So yes, it's a lot of commitment, because young people, they've been disappointed, and then you say you want to mentor them, and then after a few weeks, you just fizzle out, or just leave them on their own. And so they don't need another disappointment coming their way. So just another adult. We need to be careful. Yeah, because what they're going to say is just another one. Yes. Wow. Amazing. And the thing about mentoring young people, I remember a case where this particular guy he had a mentor, but he was deliberately naughty. And he said that it was because he wanted to see if he was going to end up being just another adult who gave up on me. So let me try this person until this person can. Unfortunately, the mentor didn't give up.
Are you serious? Yeah. Thank God for those kind of mentors, and we need more of them. Then, has there been, maybe not for you, maybe for other people, has there been an occasion where you've mentored somebody to a point and you felt, you know what? We're not going anywhere.
Yes.
Let me give up.
Yeah.
Because that mentee just doesn't seem to get it.
Yeah.
Do you have such incidences?
Unfortunately.
Oh,
even as much as a mentor is not trying to change, because you can't change people unless they want to be changed. Mm-hmm. Mm. Because people have to get to that realization that, this thing that in fact, I still said it today to someone, that that quote, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different
result. I mean, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. So you need to get to a place in life or point in life where you think, this path that I'm on, it's just not working out. I need to change. Something has to change.
Okay.
But for some people, they never get there. Even though I don't think I really shouldn't say that, because by the grace of God,
yes,
people will get to a place where they realize that they want to change. But then it might not be you that God wants to use to change them. It might be another person.
It might be somebody else.
So yes, I've gotten to a place where I thought, okay, I've tried. Well, you need to get to that place where you can say, if I put my hands up, even God will say that you've tried, my daughter.
And you have tried. And you have tried. That is, you know one thing I always say, that what you can always measure a woman by, her children. Wow. Pastor Funke, you've done well.
It's good.
Who would see this beautiful woman here and say that she's got 2 grown-ups? I mean, how old are your children again?
27 and 23.
And you are looking like the 20-something-year-old. Amazing woman you are. Amazing woman. Pastor Funke, I would like to say thank you again to you for agreeing to do this with us.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure a lot of people have been transformed just by listening to you, and I'm sure if we need to bring you back, you will oblige us.
Anything for you.
Thank you so much. Once again, Funke Adeaga and Abosede Osho signing off on the Now Show. Thank you.
Okay, I would say this. We were never created to do life alone. Find a mentor who will do life with you.